Okay, finding slopes of lines parallel and perpendicular to a given line in the slope-intercept form. And when they say slope-intercept, that is y equals mx plus b. And the m, that is your slope. That is how slanted your line is. So when I'm looking at this line, my slope is -5/4. Now, if you're talking about, I'm going to start with parallel first. If you're talking about parallel lines, those are two lines that run side by side and never intersect. They will both have the exact same slope. So if the slope of this line is -5/4, then any line that is parallel to it will also be -5/4 because they're slanted exactly the same. Perpendicular, however, is a little different. Perpendicular lines are two lines that intersect at a perfect 90-degree angle. Now, the only way to get a perfect 90-degree angle is if one line is going uphill and the other line is going downhill. Now, if you're going uphill, that is a positive slope. If you are going downhill, that is a negative slope. Now, these two lines that I drew over here in the red, these are both going uphill. So these technically are positive slopes. -5/4, that is actually, the way slope works is, let's say you're at a point. From that point, you're going to have to go down 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 units, and then go over 1, 2, 3, 4. And here you'll find another point on the line, and then here's your line. That's how slope works. If my slope had been, let's say my slope had been a positive 2/3, then whatever point that I'm located at, from that point I would go up 1, 2, and then go over 1, 2, 3, following the little grid on your graph paper. And then here's another point on the line, and there's a positive slope. So in order for lines to be perpendicular, one of your lines has to be positive and the other one has to be negative. But they also have to be reciprocals of each other. If you want this perfect 90-degree angle right here, they have to be reciprocals. So on this pink one here, this positive 2/3, if I wanted a line perpendicular to that, and let's say it's a line that's also going through this point right here, its slope would have to be -3/2. Because then I would have to go down 1, 2, 3 and over 1, 2, and then draw my line through that point. And you can see there's a perfect 90-degree angle. So perpendicular lines are opposite, signed, and reciprocals. So if I go back to my slope right here of -5/4, in order for it to be perpendicular, it would have to be a positive 4/5. Hope that explains that for you.